Today we are exploring the Cameron Museum near Bukit Bintang Gold Tree Boutique Hotel. Our goal is to understand how media, especially photography, influence our experience and the way we communicate.
Photography is everywhere today, from capturing personal memories to sharing moments on social media. Photos have become an important part of our daily life. But why do people love taking photos when they travel? Let's find out.
Why do you like taking photos when traveling?
I like taking photos because they help me capture memory. When I look back at them, I can remember how I feel that, and I also sharing with my family and friends.
What kind of photos do you usually take?
I usually take photo of scenery, food, and sometimes selfie.
Do you edit your photos before posting them?
Yes, I usually adjust the filter and the brightness so the photo can look nicer.
This shows that photography is not only about capturing reality but also about presenting it in a certain way.
Do you usually take photos for social media or for memories?
I think both are important. I like keeping memories and I also sharing my photo on social media.
Which is important for you?
I think memory is important for me, but social media is also fun.
How do you feel when people like or comment on your photos?
I feel happy because it means people like what I share.
Thank you.
This shows that the social media can influence how people feel about their experiences. Sometimes people may focus more on getting likes and attention instead of enjoying the moment itself. This is another important issue in media literacy.
Which platform do you usually share your travel photos on?
I usually use TikTok and Instagrams because they are very popular and easy to use.
Why do you prefer these platforms?
Because many people use them, so I can reach more people.
This shows that social media platforms can shape the way people create content.
Do you think people take too many photos nowadays?
Yes, some people are too focused on taking photos instead of enjoying the moment.
I agree. Some people spend more time editing photo than actually experiencing the place.
Also, people may compare their photo with others and feel pressure to take better photo.
This discussion shows that while photography is useful, it can also affect how people experience reality.
From our interviews at the Cameron Museum, we learned that photography plays an important role in our media and communication.
People also take photos not only capture memories but also to share their experience with others.
However, we should also remember that not everything we see online is real or accurate.
photography influenced media over time. Now we are at our university campus to interview students and heard their thoughts and their opinions on how photo and media affect their daily life. Let's start our interview sessions.
Hi, can I interview you? Sure. How can photography help preserve culture and history?
So photography records events, people and traditions that might otherwise be forgotten, and museums will often display these images for education and reflection.
Why do you think people enjoy seeing vintage cameras in museums?
Because these vintage cameras show the evolution of like how the cameras evolved over time, and also it gives insight on how people created media in the past.
How can museums encourage people to analyze images critically?
They can do this by showing original photos and explaining the context of it. And these museums can encourage visitors to question how images were made back then.
Okay, the last question. How does learning about old photography methods affect your understanding of modern media?
It shows how technology influences what we see and how we interpret media. It also makes us more aware of editing and presentation techniques.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, can I interview you? Okay. How does visiting a camera museum help you understand the role of photography in media?
Visiting a camera museum shows how cameras have evolved and how photography became an important form of media. It helps people to see the connection between technology and communication.
Why is it important to preserve old camera and photograph?
Preserving old cameras and photos allows future generations to learn about the history of media. It also shows how people use photography to record information before digital technology.
How can museum teach people to think critically about image?
Museums display original photographs and historical media, helping visitors analyze how images were created and presented. This encourages critical thinking about the media we see today.
What can you learn about media development from a camera museum?
I can learn how photography technology progressed over time and influence communication. It shows the impact of media on society and culture.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Ong Sang-han. May I interview you?
Sure.
What is your name?
My name is Zixuan.
Okay, let's start. How does seeing old cameras change your perspective on modern photography?
Seeing old cameras shows how far technology has come. It made you appreciate the skill and effort needed to take photo in the past.
Okay. Why do museums display both cameras and photograph?
Museum shows camera to explain the tools and photograph to show the result. This helps people understand the process of media creations.
Okay. How can visiting a museum make people more aware of media influence?
Visitors can see how photography has shaped culture, advertising, and news. It encourages thinking about how image influence opinion today.
Okay. What is one way museum can teach people about the power of visual media?
Museum can show iconic photographs that had a big impact on society. This helps people understand how media can shape public perceptions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Rachel. Can I have an interview with you?
Sure.
What's your name?
My name is Ong Sang-han.
How does a camera museum show the connection between media and society?
It displays cameras used in journalism, advertising, and personal storytelling. This shows how media affect everyday life and culture.
Why is it important to understand the history behind media tools?
Knowing the history helps people see how media messages are created. It also teaches critical thinking about modern media content.
How can seeing historical media inspire creativity?
Historical cameras and photographs show different ways to capture image. Visitors can use this idea to improve their own media skills.
How do museums highlight the changes in media over time?
Museums display cameras, equipment, and photographs from different areas. This shows how media technology and style improve.
Okay, thank you.
My name is Zishan. Can I interview you?
Yeah, sure.
What's your name?
My name is Mei Chu.
Okay, let's start our interview sessions. How do museums show the evolution of media communications?
By displaying cameras and photographs from different time periods, museums illustrate how people communicated visually. It shows the progression from film to digital media.
Okay, why do you think visual media can be more persuasive than text?
Images capture attention quickly and can convey emotions effectively. They can influence options more directly than words alone.
How can studying old cameras teach people about the media industry?
Studying old cameras shows how tools for producing media have changed. It helps people understand how media content is created and shared.
How can museum experience affect the ways you interpret image online?
Seeing original cameras and photos makes you more aware of how images are created. It encourages critical thinking when viewing media online.
Thank you.
How does photography in museums help people understand events from the past?
Photography captures real-life moments and historical events. Museums display this image to educate visitors about history.
Why is it important to compare old photographs with modern media?
Comparing old and modern images helps people see how technology and media presentation have changed it. Encourage critical thinking about visual information.
How can museum visit make people more media literate?
Museums teach the origin and development of media tools. This helps visitors think critically about the media they see today.
How does photography influence how people remember historical events?
Photographs create lasting visual records of history. They shape public memory and understanding of events.
How do camera exhibits show the relationship between the technology and media?
Exhibit display old and new camera, showing how media tools have changed. Visitors can see how technology shaped the ways we communicate visually.
Why is photography considered a powerful form of media?
Photography communicates ideas quickly and effectively. It can capture emotion and story in ways words sometimes cannot.
How can learning about historical cameras improve media literacy?
Learning about historical camera helps people understand how images were created and used in the past. It also teaches critical thinking about how media shape information.
What do you think makes a photograph in a museum significant?
A photograph is significant if it tells a story or reflects a historical moment. It also helps viewers understand culture and society at the time.
Thank you.
That end our interview sessions at our university from the museum and the camera museum. We learned that how photography and media influence the way people see in the world, share experience and communicate. We hope these journeys have given you a better understanding of media literacy and the role of photography in our daily life. Thanks for watching and stay curious about the media around you. Thank you.
Thank you for watching.